Alright, so if you're looking to lock up your trailer, and you'll find these, like Proven Industries has these. They're really a nice lock for your trailer. It goes over the hole, covers the whole tongue. There's tutorial videos online, like for you guys who are looking to do this. I'm going to show you how to build your own if you want to do that. But you know, for 215 bucks, this isn't really that bad of a deal. It comes with a puck lock. There's another couple different ones. So maybe you've looked at this style lock here. Actually watched a guy on YouTube cut one of these with the bolt cutters in seconds. And there's others too, just like this. I've seen these style here get hit with a hammer or with a pry bar and just broken within seconds. Doesn't even take a minute to break. I want to show you how to make your own in just a minute. I'm just showing you some of the stuff that doesn't work. This is what the Proven Industries looks like on there. These are actually really pretty much undefeatable, other than, you know, sitting there with a cutoff wheel in half an hour trying to cut the thing off. And so it's a pretty good way to lock your trailer. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what I'm going to show you how to build one. I have like several trailers, and at 200 bucks a piece, I'll be in it at over $1,000. So I figured, well, I might as well buy some materials and make a bunch of them at once. It wouldn't take that long to make. So I made something really similar. I'm going to show you guys how to build if you're interested in doing that. If you're not, you know, 200 bucks, you could just buy one of these, put it on your trailer. Most trailers that'll work. Plus I had a really different trailer hitch that I don't think this would work on. But let's go take a look. Alright, so this is the trailer hitch I have for this machine. And if you see, it's really not your typical trailer hitch. It's got this type of thing on here. There's a shock absorber system, and it has its own braking system, which could be defeated if somebody would just wanted to cut the cable. They could do that, but I want to make it a little bit hard on them. So let me show you what I made. So we went to the local IMS Metal Supply, went to the remnant section. Of course, you know how we are, don't want to buy new stuff. So we picked up some pipe, and I did buy some puck locks, which I'll show you. Yeah, if you look at the lock on the other unit from Proven Industries, they use a puck lock. Great system, great lock. No arguments about that. Here's so we bought these here. They're inexpensive on eBay. These are not the same puck locks as they use, obviously, but they're, you know, $20 a piece or something like that. It was less than $20. Two of them for like 35 bucks shipped to your door. And with this type of a shaft system, it's very hard to pry this. We can even pry this lock off, and we didn't leave much room to do so, which I'm going to show you in a second. So this lock right here is actually encased in that area. So we have a puck lock like that. We had two different sizes of tubes, and we got some metal plate and some of this, what is this called, cold rolled or whatever it is, the cheaper steel, some ornamental iron type steel, and made this this lock system. So we'll go take a look at it now. So of course we weren't out to copy what they were making. We just decided to make something a little bit better for our needs, and this is what we ended up with here. So this thing's fairly lightweight. We actually put a handle on it. It probably weighs about 20 pounds, 15 pounds. And what we did is we cut a section of that pipe off, put it on the end here, used some of that pipe, notched it for here so that it would go over this area so that you can't put the lock on there. We'll show it installed in a second. And made this little setup here. This goes over the brake handle so that they can't just grab the brake handle, move the trailer. They'd have to start cutting stuff, and maybe they wouldn't be interested in doing that. But then again, these, they'll do anything. So there's no way to pry this lock open. If you can see, it's right here. There's actually no way to get a pry bar in here in any way, shape, or form. So the only way they'd be able to do this, to get this lock off, is to actually start cutting it with a cutoff wheel, and that might take them half an hour to an hour. So you can see that the puck lock is actually inside, encased in here. It's a little primer on it, and you just go ahead and unlock that, and then what happens is the inside of this has to be out like that. The inside of this thing slides out, and what you've got here is your tongue. So let's take a look at this in place. So what it does is you just put this in here like that, okay, and then we'll go ahead and tighten this down by doing this here. On this one's a little different than some of your typical ones, but you could incorporate the same idea into your trailer hitch and what you're looking to do. So we just tighten this down like that, and then you take this whole apparatus here, and what we did is we notched it right here. So if you see, what we did is we took and put a notch in here and opened this up, took some steel rod, welded it right here, okay, see the steel rod there, and the steel rod here, and then it works in this notch, and then we plated over this area. So this is just a plate we added to the outside. There's behind there is a notch, and what that does is that slides on this thing here. So it just slides right over it. The puck lock easily installs right here. Let's take a look. So it slides right over everything here. We went ahead and added this square tubing to cover the emergency brake, which again, if somebody was eager, and if we've seen stuff before, you guys have actually just cut that cable. Don't figure that's going to stop them. And then you just slide your puck lock, will line right up. It's a little hard to do with one hand. You have to wiggle a little bit. There it goes. So now it's completely locked. So that tongue slides into the middle of the puck lock and holds it in place. So now you cannot get this off. You're not going to take a sledgehammer. Also, I forgot to put the safety chains inside. Actually, the safety chains also hook on there. Let me do that. They hook. I'll show you how they work. So we wrap up the safety chains and put them inside. You can actually wrap them around it a few times to make it super tight so they can't get them loose to hook onto them very easily. And they hook like this, and then there's plenty of room to actually put this thing on. I don't think I can do it one-handed. Let's see if I can. No. It takes two hands. There, no, maybe not. There it is. You slide it on. Okay, and then you just stick this guy up in here. You need to wiggle a little bit because it's always, no, maybe not. You don't even need to wiggle it. It just lines right up. The pin goes right into that tongue that's sticking out, and the actual hitch ball will hold it from there. I mean, you couldn't take a 10-pound sledge or anything and get that to come off. So that's what we ended up with. It's a great little idea for you guys who are trying to do your own, and it'll stop those thieves from taking your trailer. You know, you got a $10, $15, $20,000 trailer and toys inside of it. You need to protect that because you know, it seems like cars can't be stolen so easily now, but trailers sure can be. So you might want to protect your unit by doing something like that. So anyway, just a little way to do it. Even that puck lock, trying to actually use a slide hammer or something on that, it's almost near impossible to use. And there's no way to even get to it, to put a pry bar in there to try and pry it off. We just left the puck lock inside of it like that. It just made more sense. We just welded this cap over this because the reason we had to do that is because I was too cheap to buy the right size tubing that fit around the outside of it. This was a remnant, so we just decided, hey, let's just throw a piece of stuff over it. And then we realized if we did that, if we covered it up, that it would be even more impossible to take off. And the puck lock doesn't ever need to come out of there. If it does, we can just open it back up, weld a new piece on. So anyway, that's a little trick for you guys looking to do your trailer locks. Hope you like it. We're gonna make one for this trailer. I've got another one we're gonna do. We don't know exactly how it's gonna work yet, but it'll be similar. I'll show you the same. So the trailer hitch for that one. Back when I bought this trailer many years ago, I just bought one of these here, and that can be just defeated in seconds. You can just take a pry bar and it just pops right off of there. We're actually going to make one for this one that covers the whole tug like that, and the safety chains will go inside so that they can't just drag it. We found that the thieves, they'll just hook it up with safety chains and just drag the son of a bitch. You know, they don't care. It can be hanging down to the ground and they'll just drag it. So if the safety chains aren't there or not accessible, then you know, it makes it a little harder. You know, not that they couldn't, they could just bring their own chain or whatever, but then they got to have their own chain. So, you know, all that stuff takes a little more time, and maybe make it easier with the next trailer. All right, so we got this one, we got another trailer. I got 4 of these things to do, so I want to make sure that, you know, I figured, you know, 200 bucks a piece, and we got guys on staff right here to do the work, so it's not a big deal. I'll just go ahead and we'll just go ahead and fab it up ourselves and share it with you guys on YouTube, so you guys can maybe do it yourselves. Some of you guys are, you know, maybe you're on a limited budget, maybe you're just, you know, you want to do your special or something. That's just a couple ideas to throw out there. All right, talk to you next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.